Welcome back to News Insight. Arewa Consultative Forum told Ganduje, sit down and be quiet. Don't try to influence voters based on your comments. Don't tell us that Tinubu will do 8 years straight. You are not the voters. Peter.
Let me quote this right way. Say it's troubling and disheartening that such a statement should come from such an elder statesman. You don't incite people over people. You don't incite problem. You have the right to speak for your party, which is okay. But to tell us that Tinubu will do 8 years on a stretch without minding what the people feel, the literate feel, it is unacceptable. Yes, it's his constitutional right to seek for a re-election. That's what you should say. Let him come and seek for a re-election. And let Nigerians decide whether he deserves coming for a second time. But not for you to decide for us.
Okay, he's always known to make this kind of statements. APC would take one state by the other. He doesn't talk about the economy of Nigeria. He doesn't talk about security situation. He just talk about APC grabbing power.
When you have a country where a few individuals have that thinking that the country belongs to them, like cartel, like mafias, believing that they are in charge of the country, and then the people of the country are being low in thinking on the, not knowing the strength of their numbers. You have few individuals who are power drunk, opening their mouth anytime and saying whatever they want to say, believing that is business as usual. Before now, a lot of times we've had political activities. You do not see people coming to tell the people what they have in mind to do for the people, why they should be voted, if voted, what they will do, and how it will be done. You get? So you see, I'm not blaming Ganduje. He is talking based on their understanding and how things have been. Buhari came and struggled that he wants to be president, Eventually, he became president, and then he felt he must do 8 years. Before His Excellency Tinubu came on board, he said it was his turn. His turn to do what? And he now said again that he's coming to continue from where Buhari stopped. Knowing fully well that Buhari's government was a complete flop, a complete failure in terms of everything. There's no one particular thing that you say this is what Buhari was able to achieve as a president 8 years. And then Nigerians again, some people voted for him, and then some people declared him, and he was installed as president. So how would you now blame the chairman of the party that produces people in states like Kogi State, whom when Bello is going, everybody were happy that he's going because it was a complete failure, corruption, killing, mining, and so many other things. And now he brought a candidate, and the candidate can win an election. In a country like that, of course, what do you expect? But I am happy for one thing. I have always said it here in this platform and on this same seat that when the people eventually, see, the thing is this, when you push a man to the wall, and then you are coming, you are attacking him, and he keep going. When he gets to a stage where he has nowhere to go to again, what does he do? He fights back. Right. Of all places in Nigeria, every region of this country, somebody will wake up and say, this is whom we are going to vote. Every other person will keep quiet and say, okay, Oga say, Alaji Ache, Malami Ache, in the northern part of the country. Today, the North has woken up gradually. El Rufai is telling them, no, it's not going to be done that same way.
I have to stop you there. Yes. Now, the North as a bloc will know the votes they come with. Now, we also know, from what we can see from the polity right now, that there's a frosty relationship between the North and the presidency. So that's quite somehow. And now they are telling Ganduje, shut up.
Don't speak for us.
Don't speak for us.
We have a choice to make.
Yeah, they have every right to be angry, to express their dissatisfaction with this government. This major business is farming. they've been denied that because of insecurity. And the hunger is prevalent in the north. And I'm not saying it's not in the south, but you feel it much there. And they, honestly, most of them, a lot of them invested much in this government. They expected much from this government. But the truth is that the government policy yet is not yielding its desired results. Is it going to use it? I don't know. Let's go back to Ganduje. This is the man that destroyed very prominent Kano Emirates. They almost destroyed it. An emirate that was well respected in the north and Nigeria. So these people, they strive in chaos. Sometimes they say this thing to cause chaos. And in chaos, they they get whatever they want to get. But the truth still remains that the northern bloc is not as it used to be when they have only one voice. Now the young ones are speaking up. They're suffering the same thing. People from the south are suffering. A lot of their graduates are not going to get to work. Before it was guaranteed as a northerner. If you are done with school,
you get a job.
You get a job. If you happen to get a professional qualification, you're guaranteed. What now? They're facing the music that we've been facing for years. So now they are speaking up.
Okay, so let's take Erufai's statement. Erufai says Tinubu supporters play with fire. He said 2027 Southwest. He said Tinubu supporters playing with fire. I mean, he just said something just now. You see, I actually don't like it when we are talking about North, West, Hausa, Fulani. We are first of all Nigerians before anything, number one. Number two,
that's true.
Hunger doesn't know Christian, Muslim, Shintoist, traditionally, doesn't know anybody.
Tribe, yeah.
You see, lack of development doesn't know Sokoto, Aba. It cuts across everywhere. And I've always said this thing, the governors are there, they don't do nothing. Now, Arewa Consultative Forum say, Ganduje, don't speak for us.
Good.
Erufai is also saying the South are playing, the Southwest are playing, the Tinubu supporters are playing with fire. I don't think it should be labeled to a particular side. I think it should be looked at
a Nigerian thing.
Yes, the Nigerian thing. Because it's not like Sokoto looks like Hollywood, or Port Harcourt looks like Thailand.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's the same thing. We all suffer.
Now, I think from the statement by the Arewa group, so many groups in the north, and even El-Rufai's statement, I think it's a reminder to them now that, you see, we've deceived our people enough. We've deceived them long enough. Our people, like I mentioned, those days in the north, you could wake up and say, this group of people are insulting this religion or this tribe, and then the people will not want to know what kind of insult or if it was true or not. They go
and fight
like sheep.
Yeah.
Today, the same north now, El-Rufai is reminding them that, I think he's indirectly reminding them that it's not the way you're looking at the north before now. These people have woken up. These people are now hungry. The people now will vote for competency. They will vote for integrity. They will vote for what you can give, what you can deliver to the entire country. Not like what the El-Rufais and the northern group made us to believe like 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago
that
it was Christian, Muslim ticket.
Yes.
Not that idea that they had that it will favor the north because Shetima and Tinubu were Muslims.
Yeah.
Not that idea that they had that because Buhari was finishing from the north and there was a promise that it would be a continuation of what Buhari did that will be in governance for us. He is telling the southern people that the north can no longer be fooled by us. Even they that were the key players, that were the actors in fooling us in the north, are already speaking out against what is happening in the country and to the north and to the entire country. So I think it's a reminder, it's not a threat, to my own understanding.
Okay. So we talk about a lot of insecurity in the north. There's a lot of insecurity in the north. There's a lot of insecurity in the whole country. In the whole country, not just in the north.
That's true.
But you see, in the north particularly, we didn't used to have all those kidnapping. All of it, so they moved from the south to the north. And now it's as bad as it is right now. And none of these states are safe. Don't you also think that this Arewa Consultative Forum and other interests in the north should look at how things are governed within their state and not just only at the center, at grabbing power at the center. Don't you think they should hold responsible the governors in each of these states, from Kebbi to Sokoto to Katsina? A lot of kidnappings and banditry.
The truth is, I subscribe to that. Not just the entire country. We should hold our governors accountable. If they invest the resources they get into the states, we will see change. The North, what they need is stability. They are mainly investment or livelihood is agriculture. And these bandits have taken that away from them.
The bandits are more than the population of the people.
And the governors, honestly, I'm not holding forth for them. They are handicapped. They are
handicapped.
Wait. Hold on. Let me learn.
Yes.
They're not in control of Nigerian police.
No.
In a state that a call from Abuja can
the
control your CP in your state. What do you do?
No, I don't agree. Do they have a security architecture for their state, since they are the sitting governor of the state, and pass it over to either the police or the military? Do they? How much do they invest into security in their states?
That is one. Please, before you continue, my friend here, you are an Igbo man. You saw the level of decay in the security of Anambra State until Obiano woke up. The state does not need to depend solely on Nigerian police alone. As the chief executive officer of your state, and then the chief executive officer, and then the number one security chief in your state. If you think that the federal, what we are getting from the police is not enough, like he has said, like you all know, like Tinubu reminded us January this year, they have more than enough resources to as well form a local security that
vigilante.
We were too quick to forget this thing. Remember Bakassi? Yes. You know how he was established?
Yes.
To quench crime.
Yes.
What happened later on? See, you don't arm all these untrained men. See, they can serve you now. 5 years down the time, if arm them, what do you think they're going to do with the arms? It's a case study.
Well, you see, we can go on and go on and go on. I think the state governors should wake up. The federal government also should wake up.
Should step up.
It should step up. And it's also too early to... We've not gotten the dividends of this administration in full. We're talking about re-election. And people like Ganduje, that's the APC chairman, should be quiet and talk more of how the economy will be better.
Ganduje should tell the Northerners and Nigerians as a whole the achievement of this government, why the government should be revoted.
That is what should be doing.
Not telling us that it's their turn.
Now, Nigerians are smarter now.
Yes.
We are looking at for capacity,
integrity,
ability to do the job.
And sincerity.
It's not by...
All right, so we'll be right back. You see, there are a lot of other things we should think about that Mike discussed and said that Ganduje should think about. We'll be right back on News Insight.